Welcome back to Real Life Truth, where we delve into the raw solitude and unveil the hidden treasures of wisdom. Today we're diving deep into the intriguing realm of sexual abstinence and its multifaceted effects on relationships and personal dynamics. Join us on a journey through the labyrinth of solitude, intimacy skills to the exploration of life awaits sexuality. Join us as we uncover the truths behind wisdom as we navigate the terrain of solitude together. I'm your name, and this is where honesty meets exploration on silence speaks volumes and wisdom reigns supreme. Decreased sexual desire. If a man abstains from sex for several days, true wisdom he might experience a decrease in sexual desire or libido. However, this can vary greatly from person to person. In solitude, one can find that increased sexual tension extended periods without sexual activity can sometimes lead to increased sexual tension between partners, potentially making the eventual encounter more intense. 3. Loneliness. Physical changes. The body may undergo some physical changes if sexual activity is abstained from for a while. 5. For example, sperm production may increase, leading to larger volumes of ejaculation when sexual activity resumes. 6. Wisdom emotional grows in the soil of abstaining from sex whether can also have emotional effects. Some individuals may feel more emotionally distant from their partner, while others may feel a stronger emotional connection as a result of the anticipation of sexual intimacy. In the absence of external distractions, one can hear the whispers of their own abstaining from sex for short periods may have health benefits. Solitude is not the absence of companionship, and increased testosterone self-awareness. However, these effects are not necessarily directly tied to the length of abstinence. The longest journey is the journey inward, where true wisdom resides. It's important to note that these effects can vary greatly depending on individual factors such as overall health, relationship dynamics, and personal preferences. 12. Additionally, there's no strict rule about how often couples should engage in sexual activity, as long as both partners are comfortable and satisfied with their level of intimacy. The wisdom gained from solitude is a lantern that guides through the darkness of potential effects of a man abstaining from sexual intercourse with a woman for several days. In the absence of external validation, one learns to find wisdom in their own reflection. Increased sensitivity. Some men may experience increased sensitivity. A relationship with oneself is the foundation upon which all other relationships are built. 18. Heightened arousal. Extended periods of abstinence can sometimes lead to heightened arousal and anticipation when sexual activity is resumed. In solitude, the mind becomes a garden where seeds of individuals may experience improved focus and concentration when abstaining from sexual activity, as they may redirect their energy and attention to other pursuits. 21. 9. A solitary changes in mood. The summit from sex can sometimes lead to changes in mood, ranging from feelings of frustration or irritability to increased feelings of destination but relaxation. And solitude is often the road less traveled. Exploration of other intimacy. Couples may explore alternative forms of intimacy, such as emotional bonding, cuddling, or non-sexual physical affection. 24. During periods of sexual abstinence. In the absence of noise, one can hear the whispers of wisdom. Increased communication. 25. Abstaining from sex can sometimes lead to increased communication loudest in the partners as they discuss their desires, boundaries, and expectations regarding sexual intimacy. Solitude is not a void to be filled, but a vessel to be filled with wisdom. Heightened sensuality. 27. Some individuals may experience a heightened sense of sensuality or awareness of their own bodies during periods of sexual abstinence. The wise seek solitude 13. Not to escape the world, boost in confidence for some individuals. Abstaining from sex 29. Can lead to a boost in confidence. The absence of companionship is not a barrier to mastery over their sexual urges. Discovery. 14. 30. Changes in sleep patterns. One can find from sex may sometimes lead to changes in sleep patterns, such as difficulty falling asleep or increased frequency of nocturnal emissions, commonly known as wet dreams. Than gold. 15. 32. Exploration of fantasy. Couples may explore their sexual fantasies or desires more deeply during the periods of sexual abstinence, either through communication or personal reflection. The depths of wisdom are fathomed 16. In the silence of solitude. Increased physical activity. Some individuals 34. May engage in increased physical activity or exercise during periods of sexual abstinence as a way to channel excess energy 35. To maintain overall health and well-being. The wisdom of the ages resides 17. In the silence of solitude. Emotional vulnerability. Abstaining from sex 36. Can sometimes lead to increased emotional vulnerability. One learns individuals to listen may feel more exposed or open with their partners. 37. 18. The path to wisdom priorities. Extended periods of sexual abstinence may prompt individuals to reevaluate their priorities and goals, both within their relationships and in other areas of life. That guides through the storms of life. Enhanced connection. 39. Some couples may experience an enhanced sense of emotional connection and intimacy during periods of sexual abstinence, 40. As they focus on non-sexual loneliness knows the warmth of its own wisdom. Creative exploration. 41. Couples may engage in creative exploration of sexual expression during periods of abstinence, experimenting with new techniques, positions, 42. Or activities when sexual activity resumes. From solitude is the rudder 21. That steers through the currents of life. Increased sensory awareness. Abstaining 43. From sex can sometimes lead to increased sensory awareness, but a sanctuary as individuals may become more attuned to touch, 44. Smell, taste, and other sensory stimuli. A heart that knows solitude knows 22. The embrace of its own wisdom. Development of patience. Extended
45.
periods of sexual abstinence
In
can help
solitude,
individuals
one
develop
finds not
patience and
emptiness, but the
self-discipline
richness of
as
their
they
own
wait for the
wisdom.
right time or circumstances
46.
for sexual activity.
The wisdom gained from solitude
23.
is a fire that burns
Strengthened
brightly
emotional
in the
connection.
darkness.
Abstaining from sex may strengthen
47.
the emotional connection
Solitude
between
is not a
partners
burden, but
as
a
they
gift,
focus on building
offering the
trust,
wisdom of
understanding,
self-discovery.
and empathy outside
48.
of physical intimacy.
A heart that has known loneliness
24.
knows the freedom of its own wisdom.
Exploration of self-pleasure. Individuals
49.
may explore self-pleasure or masturbation
solitude,
more
one
extensively
finds not
during periods of
isolation, but
sexual
the company
abstinence,
of their own
either
wisdom.
as a way to satisfy sexual
50.
urges or as a
The
form of
wisdom gained
self-exploration.
from solitude is a treasure
25.
chest filled with the jewels of
Increased
self-awareness.
sexual satisfaction. Some couples may
51.
experience increased sexual satisfaction
Solitude is
when
the
sexual
forge where
activity is
wisdom is
resumed
tempered.
after a period of abstinence,
52.
as anticipation
A
and
heart that
longing
knows
can enhance
solitude
the
knows
overall
its own
experience.
53.
These effects can vary greatly
In
depending on
solitude,
individual
one
circumstances
discovers
and
the
dynamics
depths
within
within
the
the wisdom.
relationship. Certainly.
54.
Here are 30
Loneliness
more
is the
potential
doorway to
effects of a man
self-discovery and
abstaining from
wisdom.
sexual intercourse with a woman
55.
for several days.
Wisdom blooms in the garden of solitude.
26.
56.
Enhanced intimacy
Solitude
skills.
is the
Abstaining from
cradle of
sex may
profound
lead
wisdom.
individuals to develop enhanced intimacy
57.
skills, such as
The
improved
longest journey
communication,
is the
empathy,
one within,
and
where
understanding of their
wisdom
partner's
resides.
needs and desires.
58.
27.
True wisdom
Heightened
is found
sexual
in the
exploration.
silence of
Couples
solitude.
may engage in heightened sexual
59.
exploration and experimentation
In
when sexual
solitude,
activity
the
resumes
soul
after a
whispers
period
its
of
wisdom.
abstinence, as they
60.
seek to rediscover
A
each
heart
other's
that has
bodies
known
and
loneliness
preferences.
holds the key to wisdom.
28.
61.
Increased appreciation. Extended
wise
periods
seek
of sexual
solitude to
abstinence
nourish
may
their
lead to
wisdom.
increased appreciation for
62.
sexual intimacy and the physical
Solitude
and
is the
emotional
canvas
connection it
upon
provides.
which wisdom is painted.
29.
63.
Enhanced sensation.
Wisdom
Some
grows in the
individuals may
fertile soil of
experience enhanced
solitude.
sensation and pleasure during
65.
sexual activity following a period of
Solitude
abstinence,
is the
as their
laboratory
bodies
where
become
wisdom
more
is
sensitive to
distilled.
touch and stimulation.
66.
30.
In
Boost
solitude,
in relationship
one finds the true
satisfaction.
treasure
Couples
of
may
wisdom.
experience a boost in overall
67.
relationship satisfaction when
The
sexual
wise
activity
find solace
is
in the
resumed after a
sanctuary
period
of
of
solitude.
abstinence, as they reconnect
70.
on both physical
In
and emotional
solitude,
levels.
the mind is a fertile ground for wisdom.
31.
71.
Deepened emotional bond.
The silence
Extended
of solitude
periods of
speaks
sexual
volumes of
abstinence
wisdom.
can deepen the emotional bond between
72.
partners, as they rely
Wisdom
on
is the
emotional
companion
connection
of
and
the
support
solitary
during
heart.
times of physical distance.
73. Solitude is the forge
32.
where wisdom is forged.
Increased awareness of sexual health.
74.
Abstaining from sex may lead
In
individuals
solitude,
to become
one
more
discovers
aware
the
of their
wealth of their
sexual
own
health
wisdom.
and hygiene practices,
75.
as they focus on maintaining
The
their
wise
well-being during
embrace
periods of
solitude to
abstinence.
deepen their wisdom.
33.
76.
Exploration of
Solitude
tantra
is
and
the
mindfulness.
crucible where
Couples may explore practices
In solitude,
such as
the
tantra and
soul's
mindfulness
wisdom
during
echoes in the
periods of
stillness.
sexual abstinence, focusing on deepening
86.
their connection and pleasure through conscious awareness. 34. Development of sexual fantasy. Individuals may develop new sexual fantasies or desires during periods of sexual abstinence, as they explore their own desires and fantasies in the absence of immediate sexual gratification. 35. Enhanced self-esteem. Abstaining from sex may lead to an enhanced sense of self-esteem and self-worth, as individuals learn to derive satisfaction and fulfillment from sources other than sexual activity. 36. Exploration of erotic literature and media. Individuals may explore erotic literature, films, or media during periods of sexual abstinence as a way to satisfy sexual desires and fantasies in a non-physical manner. 37. Increased emotional resilience. Extended periods of sexual abstinence can build emotional resilience and coping skills as individuals learn to manage sexual frustration and navigate challenges within their relationship. 38. Heightened romantic gestures. Couples may engage in heightened romantic gestures and expressions of affection during periods of sexual abstinence as they seek to maintain intimacy and connection in other ways. 39. Exploration of kink and BDSM dynamics. Couples may explore kink and BDSM dynamics during periods of sexual abstinence as they experiment with power dynamics and alternative forms of sexual expression. 40. Enhanced sensory exploration. Abstaining from sex can lead to enhanced sensory exploration as individuals become more attuned to the sensations of touch, taste, smell, and sound in their environment. 41. Cultivation of emotional intimacy. Extended periods of sexual abstinence can cultivate emotional intimacy between partners as they share their thoughts, feelings, and vulnerabilities with each other. 42. Exploration of sexual health practices. Individuals may explore sexual health practices such as mindfulness, meditation, and yoga during periods of sexual abstinence as a way to promote overall well-being and sexual satisfaction. 43. Deepened connection with self. Abstaining from sex may lead to a deepened connection with oneself, as individuals explore their own desires, boundaries, and preferences in the absence of immediate sexual activity. 44. Development of communication skills. Couples may develop stronger communication skills during periods of sexual abstinence, as they learn to express their desires, concerns, and needs with honesty and vulnerability. 45. Exploration of sacred sexuality. Individuals may explore the